Piece, but I had to get one whole cart to roll this guy in. Look at it. One Piece, the absolute mammoth Goliath of a series within the anime and manga industry, which needs no introduction on this channel and has been a pillar in the community since around 1997. In fact, One Piece has been such a household name for so long, statistically speaking, the entire series is older than a few of you in the audience. In fact, let's do a poll here right now, okay? If One Piece is older than you, so if you were born after, I believe it came out in July of 1997, if you were born after that, let us know down below in the comment section so we can all collectively feel pretty old, okay? Now, I, of course, as a manga collector, as you can clearly tell from the wall of manga behind me, love collecting and reading physical manga. I love the tactile experience of holding physical manga, all the way from ordering it or finding it in a bookstore to having the package arrive to your house or getting to put the manga volumes on your shelves to that new amazing manga smell. Hello, anyone? Now, plenty of you watching right now either saw the thumbnail or you're just watching me ramble about these box sets during the video thinking that you really want to collect these box sets, but you just can't seem to find them anywhere. So in today's video, we will talk about my thoughts and feelings on that matter. We will talk about and review all three of the box sets, talk about the fourth box set, which has been delayed to Q1 of 2022. And we will also talk about why I decided to collect the single volumes, okay? But before we go ahead and jump on into today's video, I want to hear from you guys at home. Do you even collect One Piece? If so, are you currently hunting for the box sets? How many of the 3 box sets do you have? Have you pre-ordered the 4th box set? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'll see you there after the video. But enough chitter chatter. I've done enough talking for the intro. Let's go ahead and kick this video off. I will see you in just a second. All right, guys, welcome back, and let's go ahead and kick things off with the first box set, and let's wait for the Velcro. Here we go. Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness, look at that unveiling. I mean, these look so good. I've always been a huge fan of the single volumes. I don't know if you're like me, you can let me know down below in the comment section, but I've always loved the color scheme of the spines, and One Piece singles actually have some phenomenal covers. I should be showing a few of them on screen right now. But back to the first box set. So this is where it all begins. The adventures of Straw Hat Luffy and the gang here. The crew gets to start being built and becoming something and going to the Grand Line. It all starts here in East Blue, okay? And this box set here goes from East Blue all the way to Baroque Works volumes 1 to 23. Now, the first box set came out all the way back in 2013. That was a few years ago now, man. It really was. Now, the cool thing about this first box set, along with it being just iconic and everyone recognizes the first box set, I mean, let's be real, everyone recognizes all of the box sets at this point. This actually has the Baratie arc. I believe it starts around volume 5 and goes to around volume 8, so it's not the biggest thing in the world, but it's one of my favorite arcs because that's the moment that I sort of fell in love with One Piece. It showed me what the series was going to be or the potential that it could have. It was like a window into that. And it really introduced some phenomenal characters. I mean, that's when Sanji gets introduced. That's when Mihawk gets introduced. That's when we really get to see a lot of Luffy's personality, at least in my personal opinion. And not only that, but the amazing dynamic between Sanji and Zeph. I don't know, it was during that time, and I wasn't reading the manga at that time, I was watching the anime, but it was during the Baratie arc that I sort of got those feelings that, yeah, I think I'm going to be a really big fan of this series, and I'm definitely going to check it out, and I'm in here for the long run. All right, so let's say you want to collect the first box set. Where do you buy it?
Well, you can't.
Because it's all sold out everywhere. You can get a notification on Amazon and you can get a notification on Right Stuff. Both places completely out of stock, but I will leave a link to them down below. That being said, on Amazon, you can buy them from third-party vendors, but of course the price is gonna get hiked up quite a bit. I'm pretty sure I bought this a few years ago for like $100, $110, but that was a few years ago, and definitely prices they've changed. Now, I should mention, like every box set, One Piece is not special in this regard. You're always going to get sort of like a little side story or a little something something, and you'll always get a poster. Now, I have them right here. but I won't be showing them because mine are mismatched right now. I've given away a few of the posters, and I've also lent out or given away a few of the little side stories. Okay, so unfortunately I don't have those to show, so I'll just let you know right now that in all of them you're always going to get a little side story. Sometimes they're collabs like this one, which is One Piece and Dragon Ball. Sometimes they're just little side stories themselves, but just know that they're in there, and you'll also get like the standard poster, the double-sided poster that they fold up and they put, you know, right there in the box set. All right, so that's East Blue all the way to Baroque Works, and let's move on to the second box set. Wow, these are very heavy. Oh my God, these are heavy. Welcome to the second box set, okay? Let's go for the unveilings. This should be volumes 24 to 46. Obligatory Velcro starting now. Oh, dude, it always sounds so good. Oh, and that looks even better. So, like I said before, the first box set itself down here at the bottom, that came out in 2013, and 1 year later in 2014, we were lucky enough to get the second box set. We're also going to continue the theme of you can't buy this anywhere. Surprise! I found a listing. I believe it's still up. It might be sold out, which is disgusting. It might be sold out on Amazon at this time, but I found a third-party seller on Amazon that was selling this for basically $600. I think the listing was for $597.63. That is outrageous. Much like the first box set, if we close this up, we get that nice sturdy handle. They are all the same size box set, which is really nice for stacking and storage and just aesthetic reasons. I've seen a lot of people put these box sets like on top of their shelves or on top of their collection or whatever, and that looks really nice too. So it's good that they keep it nice and uniform. All right, so you've read the second box set, you were ready to get into the third one, and the year is 2016. So there was a little bit of gap. This came out 2014, and the third one came out in 2016, starting with Thriller Bark going all the way to New World. Obligatory Velcro opening here. Oh, always sounds so good. And it just looks even better, you guys. The color schemes on these are just phenomenal. I'm a huge fan of pastel colors or like matte colors or off-white colors. Okay, but let's not kid around. The best spine ever is volume 53 with Boa Hancock in it. If you know, you know. Okay, but this is the third box set, and I believe we have it written down here where you got Thriller Bark, Sabaody, Impel Down, Paramount War, and New World. And this has some really heavy-hitting arcs. I mean, the Paramount War, I mean, come on. I mean, that is nothing but like pure emotional, heart-tugging, like just epic battle. It's so good. It's so good. Impel Down itself, holy moly, Impel Down is phenomenal. Like I mentioned before, the last One Piece box set, the third one, that came out back in 2016, so it's been a while. We've been waiting for this for a minute. I remember having conversations when I picked up the third one, just asking around on the YouTube channel, like, when is the next one going to come out? Does anyone have any estimates? And a lot of people were saying years. The fourth box set is scheduled to come out January 4th of 2022. It's been delayed, unfortunately. We'll talk about that in just a second, but it's supposed to cover Dressrosa all the way to Reverie. And if you've never read Reverie or watched Reverie at this point, it's so good. Like, it's taking every ounce of me not to get ridiculously hype about it. I actually would love to make One Piece videos because I love this series so much. And I remember being in the midst of the chaos when there was like weekly releases for Reverie and YouTube was like exploding with theories, like catch-up videos. Twitter was going off. It was such a crazy time to be a One Piece fan, much like with what's happening right now. And more on that in just a second. For those of us that are still interested to pick up the fourth box set, let me know if you have it pre-ordered down below. But if you haven't, I will link to Right Stuff in Amazon so that you can get those pre-ordered nice and secured, which is going to be really important because I have a feeling that once this gets released, it is going to go out of stock so quick. It's going to disappear. All right, so that concludes the review of all of the box sets, and I've given you a place to pre-order the fourth box set and the general information pertaining to that. Now let's get into my thoughts and opinions on just this whole chaotic mess that we find ourselves in, especially for those that are trying to get into the One Piece box sets right now. Now, I think the motto moving forward and the keyword now is going to have to be patience. And I know a lot of you don't want to hear that. Already we had to deal with just years and years and years in between the third and the fourth box set. And now it's been pushed back to Q1 of 2022. And Boogie, how much patience do I actually need? And I see a lot of comments online, whether it be on Twitter or on Viz Media's website itself. In fact, I actually had a post on Twitter that got quite a few eyeballs on it, and I will link that down below. You should be seeing a screenshot of it right now. And if you aren't following me on Twitter, I highly recommend that you do follow me on Twitter. That's the social media platform I am the most active on. That being said, the most common comment that I saw on the threads were people asking Viz Media of when they're gonna get these back in stock. You know, things like, don't you like money? Or like, I can't believe this has been out of stock for this long, so on and so forth. Okay, so let's assume that Viz Media is paying attention. They clearly are aware that you guys want to purchase these. And I think it's a lose-lose situation because every day that goes by, Viz is losing out on potential sales for these box sets, and we're losing out, or you guys are losing out on, you know, trying to buy them. Every day is, you know, you're not getting it. You're just simply not seeing it in stock and you can't order it. And of course that leads to frustration on both sides. Such a big soft spot for One Piece. I wanted those single volumes, man. Like I really did. I'm cool with collecting omnibuses. I really am. But there was a certain part of me that was like, man, if I'm gonna collect One Piece, I want those physicals, dude. All right, so I think we can go ahead and wrap things up here. I wanted to keep this video nice, short, and sweet as it's just the review of the box sets and my thoughts and opinions on it. But if you find these in the wild, or if you pick up any one of the box sets, DM me, shoot me a DM on Twitter. Let me know that you got them. I love getting those types of DMs, seeing you guys pick up stuff that either I've recommended to you or just sharing what you've hauled. I love that kind of stuff. So don't be afraid to reach out. It makes my day, okay? But I think we can go ahead and wrap things up here. If you'd like to go ahead and support the channel, go ahead and mash that like button down below. It lets me know that you are watching at home and I can continue to make more content just like this. And of course, as always, nothing has changed. If you'd like to stick around for more content, go ahead and mash that subscribe button. We would love to have you in the community. Really quickly before I let you guys go, this is a new style of content for me, reviewing these box sets and things of that nature. So if you do like it, let me know down below. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Have a good night.